How's it going, guys? So in this video, I want to show you guys how I'm going to implement a helmet GoPro / DJI action camera mounting setup that I'm going to implement or try out on my Kabuto. This is the Kamui 3 motorcycle helmet. Now, you can see here I have my GoPro Action 4 right here, already mounted into the magnetic mounting bracket. The issue I have with me going out and riding on my motorcycle and scooter is that I mount the camera on the handlebar using the RAM X mount, whatever the RAM GoPro mount. However, the location is actually way too low. And I know in order for me to properly record my riding footage, it is better to just directly mount the camera right in front of the helmet like this. Okay, so I originally I looked around for in my box for the GoPro Action 4, and in the box it does have a helmet mounting piece. It's like a small plastic piece. However, it just doesn't fit on this helmet anywhere. Okay, this helmet is pretty aerodynamic, and the design is sleek. So the angle that the GoPro provided helmet mounting piece just doesn't fit this. And I went online, I went to AliExpress, and I actually found something pretty cool. Okay, so this is a company called Camster or Camsteer. This is only being sold on AliExpress. The cool thing is I found this particular adapter specifically made for the Kabuto Kamui 3 camera. It's got a mounting piece. I'm just gonna show you guys right now. Lower this. It's got a mounting piece that is actually quite well made, full metal. Okay, this is an aluminum casted mounting piece right here. And if you look at the back, it's got a really nice curved shape that actually perfectly matches the curved shape over here on the Kamui. So if you see here, there's a little rounded piece over there. It actually sits right on top of this edge. So just comparing this, I know once I mount this in the front, it's gonna be an absolute perfect fit, which is really cool. Okay, so the instruction is included, and it's pretty easy. You have to use this little piece to like kind of poke this super strong adhesive backing off, and once you peel it off, you need to apply it immediately on the front of the helmet, and you have to do it in one go. You cannot, peel it off and reapply it. The glue is not gonna work. And also, before you apply this, you need to go use your hair dryer to really heat this adhesive up. So once you get it heated up, I think that's when it performs best. So that's the mounting piece. It's literally, you just set it right there once you heat it up with a hair blow dryer. This is the piece that goes onto the mounting adapter. So you literally can just this piece is plastic, and it's just a standard GoPro mounting accessory, which also works for the DJI Osmo Action 4. Okay, so it's one of those standard mounting accessory for most of the action cameras, and you're just gonna push this in. It mounts like the chest mounting piece that you get on the what do you call it? You get on the chest mount for the GoPro. Okay, and you basically just push this really hard and rest this piece in here, and then you're able to actually mount your Action 4 with this little screw right here. So you just literally align it, push it in, and it should sit on the on your helmet pretty nicely once you finish tightening it, and it's gonna look like this. Okay, so usually the helmet mount gives the best viewing angle, and the next step, I'm pretty much just gonna go heat up the adhesive, come back downstairs and put it on the helmet. And then right now it's already evening time. We'll go outside and do some riding footage and see how well this helmet mount is going to help with getting a better view when I'm riding my scooter on the street and doing vlogs, motovlogs and reviews and things like that. Okay, so there really isn't any other pieces that are included. They also included a screw, so if you want it to be permanently mounted, you can use this screw instead of the little piece over here. If you think this is, you know, not good looking or for whatever reason, you can use the screw right here. And you also have this looks like a adapter piece of some sort. Okay, so I think you can extend the viewing angle a little bit by making it a little bit higher. So if that is needed, you have the option to do that. Let's see. See if this is actually the extension piece. Does look like it is. So basically you put this in here and you're able to make it taller, okay? And of course the first piece, I think you can use a screw to actually secure it. So the first piece doesn't move, and then the second piece, you're able to steer, adjust the angle if you want to get the angle a little bit higher. But is that gonna affect your viewing of the bike? If you get it high, maybe, okay, maybe not. Doesn't look like it's gonna affect it much. So I would say it's probably good. We can give it a try later. Now the main thing is I need to get this heated up and pushed onto the helmet. Okay, so I'm gonna go heat it up and I'm gonna come downstairs. All right, guys, I am back. This adhesive is heated up and it's quite hot. So I'm just gonna use this little pin to poke up the piece of the sticker and apply this on the helmet in one go, okay? I also use the alcohol to clean the area, so it should be good. And we just need to align it really well and push it down, okay? One go. Here we go. And you're supposed to press really, really hard for a while until it fully sets in there. And they said until, or preferably no air bubbles inside, but you wouldn't know. But I think it's already situated really nicely. If you look over here, it's a perfect fit. So I think it's gonna stay. And that's a really nice thing. I can now actually just pop this off. Take a look. Right, so once you take the mount off, it doesn't really affect much of the other things. It's just gonna be a little metal piece here. And of course, if you need to remove it, you probably have to heat it up and then try to pry it off. But I think since this is a permanent mount, it's gonna work great for all sorts of vlogging needs. If you use this one helmet for commuting or for vlogging, for like traveling, whatever, it's gonna be useful, okay? So we're gonna have it set for a while. The instruction says you have to wait for up to 12 hours. That's a Chinese, this is the English version. So you have to wait up to 12 hours. So tomorrow morning, it should be fully set and it should be like glued up like super glue. You wouldn't be able to remove it, even if you want to. And then you could have, you know, I could go out and do a test ride. All right, so I put my helmet on and I also have the action phone mounted. You can see it actually seems to be working great. You definitely want that little extension piece, because if you don't have that extension piece, it's going to be very close to your helmet and you're not able to bring up the angle of the view of the action camera, okay? So with that extension piece forwarding, you should have more leverage to adjust the angle of the up and down. So when you're riding on the bike, if you're more aggressive, obviously you'll want this to be tilted up. And if you're like riding a scooter like me, the angle is not going to be that extreme. So for in that instance, this is going to work great. But again, before tomorrow, I want to show you inside the house what the actual setup looks like. It looks really, really good. There's no things that's going to catch anything. And it actually does not block the view of my front peripheral at all. Okay, so yeah, you can just kind of feel the cameras here, but it's not in your view at all, which I think is a fantastic setup. Okay, so that's it. That's what I want to show you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And just from my initial preview of the footage, helmet mount is definitely the right way to go if you want to do any kind of vlogging. Right now I'm recording using the DJI wireless mic 2 that is mounted inside my helmet with a velcro stuck onto the front of the helmet. So the sound could be different. We'll have to find out once I get home before I make the conclusion video for everybody. So this ride is going to be a quick ride to the beach before any kind of rain starts. And again, I was hit on my motorcycle a couple weeks ago, and the bike was totaled, so I don't have a motorcycle anymore. I do still have my scooters, which actually I'm probably gonna ride a lot more just because the setup on the scooter is just a lot more convenient. You can see like I'm very relaxed sitting on the scooter. On the motorcycle, it definitely requires a lot more efforts, even though I had a DCT motorcycle that, you know, I don't have to shift as much in the city traffic. Today is Sunday, not as much traffic as a busy commute day. So should be able to do this joyride rather nicely. Alright, so we're gonna ride out of the city now into some sort of a quieter area. This is in Miami, South Miami, going into Coral Gables. And we're gonna try to ride on the Old Cutler Road, which is more reclusive and one-lane street, so a little bit better for this kind of vlogging, riding video. A lane splitting in Miami is illegal. It's illegal in most parts of the United States, so sadly, we can't lane split. All right. And based on the fact I was hit waiting for red light, Miami drivers are not the best in terms of looking out for motorcycles or scooters. So you gotta ride really carefully, okay? And as you can see, even in traffic, there are a lot of idiots doing stupid decisions, making turns, going, not going. So just be mindful when you're riding on the two wheels. See what I mean? Distracted drivers everywhere. Sunday church time, some fancy church in a fancy neighborhood. So, and I really want to ride past this Tesla because she's really distracted.
Alright, we should have a rather nice ride on this route. Now the advantage with the helmet mount is wherever your point of view is, say you're looking to the side, the camera also shifts to the point of interest or where exactly you're looking. If I want to check, on my gears and stuff, I can look down. And also, having two cameras on the motorcycle or your scooter is definitely going to help when someone is trying to hit you from behind, which is really dangerous. So now I have the Action 4 mounted on the handlebar. I can always have a look of what's behind me, which is kind of important here, because some driver might just hit you and then run away. That would be the worst case scenario. When you get the motorcycle scooter insurance, make sure you get uninsured motorcycle, uninsured motorist insurance. That way, even if the driver hit and run, you should still have certain amount of coverage for medical bills and property damage on your bike. So keep that in mind. And because the scooter is so quiet, I don't envision, the audio gets blocked by the scooter's engine, but for the most part, I think it's gonna be the wind that's gonna be an issue, since this is the first time I'm setting up a helmet hidden wireless mic. And if this is an issue, I might just switch from a wireless mic to a wired mic setup. That might work a little bit better with a lavalier mic. Okay. And advantage of having a 300cc scooter compared to a 150 is in those kind of situations where you want to accelerate fast, you're able to do it much better compared to a 150cc. Although the chance of me riding on 300 is probably not going to be as much as me riding on the 150 in a city traffic. So eventually my Honda Flow, the 300, will probably be going up for sale. And I'm only going to be keeping my Piaggio Fly 150 for local commuting and joyrides to the beach and stuff like that. But if you want to ride, let's go Old Cutler again. If you want to ride seriously, and if you want to ride long distance, if you want to ride without any fear of being cut off in traffic, the 300cc maxi scooter is better way to go, right? So just giving you guys a quick comparison. Hopefully the helmet setup is nice and easy to edit, easy to hear, and also a joy for the viewer to watch at. Before I go back, I'm gonna ride to the Matheson Park little atoll area, take a look, and then we'll come back, wrap up this video. Okay, so for now, enjoy the ride. All right. Take a look at the bike. Let me know what you guys think about the helmet mount. I think it works great. All right, without even looking at it. But we'll find out when we get home. Again, having a additional rear view really helps quite a lot in terms of getting additional footage, or if you, for some unfortunate reason, gets run over by someone from behind, this camera is gonna really help you quite a lot. I think my only adjustment for the rear view camera is make the angle a little bit more wide, make it ultra wide, so it can see more stuff besides just me talking. Okay, so we're gonna ride back and enjoy the rest of the ride. And there's someone behind me on a motorcycle. Cool. Today's weather not the best, and there are people here ready to give you tickets. Okay, so interesting. He had the bike that I had before, that I was literally run over and destroyed. Insurance company wrote a total loss on the CTX. So the dude have the same bike. But I'm glad someone's enjoying the CTX, because it doesn't get much love from the community because it's just too advanced in terms of technology. Okay, it was a really nice bike. All right, so heading back again, won't talk much, enjoy the ride. So, we're back. Overall impression, very, very nice, very smooth setup. Not a lot of wing noise from the front of the helmet, or not a lot of added wing noise because this helmet is still rather noisy. So that was good. And besides that, I think I'm gonna use this setup quite a lot more. Audio quality, we'll have to go home, edit to find out whether this kind of a setup is good in terms of recording clear audio without much wing noise. Okay, so that's it. I'll see you guys in the conclusion part of the video.
All right, guys. So I am back from the ride earlier today, and now I can sit down and give you guys a conclusion video on helmet mount setup. And again, this setup is specifically tailored for my own personal needs because I have used a custom-made GoPro / DJI Action camera mount that's made for this particular helmet, which is a Kamuto, I think it's called Kamui 3. This is a Asian market helmet that's not very commonly found here in the United States. But if you're in the United States and you're looking for a similar setup, I'm sure there are options to find tailor-made helmet mount adapter specifically for DJI and GoPro. If you look at the footage that I've made today, I think it was a success because the aiming of the camera angle is actually pretty perfect. I could probably lower the angle just a little bit for the future recording so I can see more of the instrument panel and have the image more tilted towards the horizon. And to end this video, I'm choosing to record the conclusion on the Action 5 Pro because I think the Action 5 Pro is actually a great match for a helmet mount action camera. And you also know that I used Action 4 for the handlebar mount, and I've included a few footages of the handlebar mount during the riding footage. And I think the Action 4 is going to work great as kind of like a rear view camera in case you got into any kind of accident. The car from behind tries to hit you and then go away, or for some other reason, unforeseen reason, God forbid, something happens. This handlebar mount action camera is going to help you quite a lot. So if you want to have a budget additional camera, the Action 4 is a great option. However, I'm using Action 5 Pro because to showcase that the low light performance of the Action 5 Pro, in addition to the ability to record great footage in the daytime, is significantly increased. So if you do ride in kind of dusk time, or if you ride in the nighttime, I think it's better to have the Action 5 Pro just for the enhanced nighttime or low light performance. Okay. But you can see you have many options of mounting the action camera, but I think personally the best mounting option for motovlogging is probably have the camera right in front of the helmet and also have a dedicated helmet mount. If you absolutely cannot find dedicated helmet mount, look for an option that actually clips onto the front of the helmet. It's going to be less ideal, but I think that will be the second best option. Okay. As for the audio, the footage audio was recorded on the wireless mic 2 that was internally mounted inside the helmet right here. Okay, I have my mic 2 charging, I think, somewhere, so it's not here. But it looks like, or it seems that the audio quality was okay, even during higher speed riding when the miles per hour reached around 50 to 60. The wing noise stayed consistent. So I think if you need to do some sort of audio recording using a wireless mic 2 setup with the DJI Action 5 or the Action 4 is going to be a great option. And if you are in the GoPro camp, your only option, I think, is a wired lavalier mic, which is going to be more complicated, more cumbersome. But there are options. You can mount or you can hide the lavalier mic inside your helmet as well. I was looking at the footage, and again, footage looks pretty good. If you guys have any questions, comments, or even recommendations for me, please feel free to write in the comment section down below, and I do read all my comments and also reply to them. So and I also appreciate interactions from the videos that I make. If you found this video helpful, please do hit the thumbs up button or subscribe to my channel, because I'm gonna have more motovlogging videos coming out, as well as motorcycle/scooter maintenance videos coming out for you guys. So subscribe and stay updated. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.